And we are back. Excuse me, Minasan. I've got an odd setup here, and I've got a very long story to tell, so we're just going to go ahead and get through it. What I'm hoping is that you, the viewer, just, you know, blissfully keeps trotting on and has no idea, does not even bother to go ahead and look down at the bottom where it says upload date. Because if you do, you'll see quite an interesting story. Yes, it is correct. 4 years have passed since last I put on this game. Let's see here. So I've got some interesting things to say. Some stories that I don't want to bore you with, but I do want to let you know exactly what happened. But first, let's get relatively safe. As I said, I've got a new setup, which is really harmful in this, because I need to hear the tings to know whether or not I'm actually hurting these bad guys, and right now I cannot hear any tings, so if I'm trying to hurt somebody who's unhurtable, forgive me, I can't hear the audio. Oh my goodness, this must be, no joke, this must be the 7th time I've fired this up. I have had so many technical issues, and that's why I could not continue. Do not believe for a second that the reason I did not continue was because of, you know, being bored of the game or something like that. It is 100% attributable to technical difficulties. So, let's get us caught up back in the game. We are at the point where we just got the fog lamp. And I can teleport back to Portoa, but I'm just going to take the long scenic route, just so I can kind of explain where I am, where I've been, how I've been doing, what I've been doing, and get us all basically caught up on things. Oh, this is just a circle. Let me go back. So, I had played at least 2 episodes beyond this, and this was years ago. I had played 2 episodes beyond this, and I had, you know, gotten it all recorded. I had gotten a nice recording to it. I had fun, and I was hoping to share that fun with you all level. But on the way there, I had some technical difficulties, which was my computer crashed and died. Yeah, I was really sad about that because I lost a lot of information. The only thing that's kind of interesting or kind of good about that period of my life, again a few years ago, was that was when I was in my student teaching days, so I remember it very, very clearly what general time in my life it was. I think I still gotta go. No, let's go back in here. Again, if I'm going in circles, which I think I am, yes I am. I apologize. If I keep on wandering aimlessly, I will not make it too hard on you. I will go ahead and teleport. But as I said, I want to tell the story as I'm doing this. So I had done episodes beyond this, and then I checked those episodes, and the audio was just so bad that I thought, I can't really use this. Nobody would want to hear this. So, I decided to shelve those 2. And then that happened to me several times. Several times I had issues with the audio, and I had to scrap many, many good episodes. So, oh my goodness, I'm definitely back where I was, you know, avoiding last time. So let's go ahead and teleport. And we'll go back to Portoa. And we will go to the inn to recover from our poison. But it happened so many times, and then I came back now years later, and then again, it's just problems with the audio. That's what it was over and over again. And so I've recorded what I'm doing. I've been playing what I'm doing so many times. Okay, I've got the best armor, got the best shield. And, yeah, it was just not fun. I couldn't download the program properly. So at the beginning of this, I have my title card, and the font from that I was missing. Hang on for a second, let's finish story stuff. So we have his fog lamp. Let's give it back to the old man. We're not open right now, go away. So he's still crabby. Give him his fog lamp, and that should change. The owner accepts the fog lamp. You went into the cave to give this to me? You have great courage. Please use my boat as you like. And his daughter says, the fog lamp is very beautiful. I always thought that was kind of a funny little plot point. It's just a, fog lamp. Not that big of a deal, but it seems to make him happy, so we'll give it to him. And if you recall, we have the shell flute, so once we actually get out into the open ocean, we'll be able to employ our dolphin friend. I'm sorry if you're hearing that outside. The good news is I've definitely upgraded my tech, so I've got a really good microphone. The problem with that is you might be able to hear things outside. That's how sensitive it is. I'm on lookout to watch for Dragonia's attack. Not too interesting, but this guy is interesting, because if you recall, when we check our wise men, one of them looked just like this, and it is in fact Kensu. Be quiet. I lost something and I'm all mixed up. So Kensu does not have anything really good to say right now, but as I said, Kensu, along with Athena, old SNK properties that are now, you can see their roots from a long, long time ago. So, Kenso, as he is called now, used to be called Kensu. And he was in King of Fighters, along with Athena. But before that, he was in the game, I think he was in the original Athena, with the character Athena, but he was in Psycho Soldier. So he played along with her. Maybe I'll just, splice in a little bit, just to give you a taste of what game he came from. But for right now, as I said before, my style of exploration, I like to go along the outside edges. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to explore these outside edges so we can kind of see how big the ocean is and maybe what kind of things we can do in it, where we can go. I believe this is our eventual destination, but it's got a whirlpool in the way we're going to have to do something about. Okay, so we're now to this side of the ocean, and there's a little place that we can go to that... I think what we need to do is we need to get a certain statue. So my dolphin is saying take care, but we can't do anything. So we have to come back here with the proper statue. Then we'll be able to do something about it. But for the time being, let us get, as I said, the outside edge. Find out all the places that we can go to before we proceed. I do like to, grind at least a bit. But I do not want to make it boring for you, the viewer, so I'm not going to grind too much on screen. Just what I pass on the way. And here's a cave down here. This was the cave where we actually found our dolphin friend. And if you recall, back in that episode, what I tried to do was explore around here, looking for something that I could not find because it was not here. It was actually in the water, and I believe it is around here. Yes, and now I have the love pendant. Not really sure what to do with it just yet, but we will hang on to it for now. So let's go ahead and keep on going. Okay, I'm not gonna grind too much. There's gonna be a cave up here that has some really good monsters to grind, and I'm gonna make use of that later. So that's where we found Kensu. So it appears over here is a good place to go. Take care, says our dolphin buddy. And we've got a new town. This is Joel Island. The next one to the west is Evil Spirit Island. I'm sorry, every time I hear that, I think of that line from The Simpsons. I'll go ahead and splice that in.
Hey, I heard we're going to Ape Island.
Yeah, to capture a giant ape. I wish we were going to Candy Apple Island.
Candy Apple Island? What do they got there?
Apes, but they're not so big.
Candy Apple Island? What do they got there? Since a woman sorcerer from Dragonia went to the next island, it's been weird. People have disappeared and strange monsters now live there. Okie dokie. Clark, who is the elder's brother, has not returned from the next island yet. And yes, I'm laughing because that is another cheeky SNK reference. So we've got references to the games, you know, Athena and Psycho Soldier. Now we have the characters of Ralph, this guy. Sorry, I zoned out for a minute. I'm Ralph, the elder of Joel. Someone came from the next island and asked for a girl sacrifice if we wish safety for our island. One from Portoa volunteered, though. She's monster prey by now. Or, maybe I didn't read that right. One from Portoa volunteered, though. She's monster prey by now. So yes, we have the girl substitute from Portoa is called Messia. I pray for her safety. And I don't want to be at sacrifice. Where's my Uncle Clark? So yes, we have Clark and Ralph, who are references to the SNK game Ikari Warriors. And those two, Clark and Ralph, also appeared, as you can imagine, in King of Fighters. Let's see, do we wish to buy anything? No, I think I'm good for the time being. I think one more person to talk to. I think I've talked to you. This girl over here. You surprised me. I thought you were a monster. So nothing so big now. What we need to do is we need to go to Candy Apple Island, also known as Evil Spirit Island, and find some apes. Or a tricky female sorcerer. And I believe it is just over here. The only other place that we've not really been to. So yes, the fire sword is the best thing to use out here. Again, my setup is a little bit funky. I can't hear what's going on, though I'll be able to later. And that'll be kind of a problem because, you know, as you've seen before as we play this game, we have to kind of play swordsy, backsy, forthsy. I have to find out what sword tends to kill these things, and I have to switch accordingly. These ones, these little turtle shells or, you know, jellyfish or whatever they are, they appear to be vulnerable to fire. And if you notice, they drop a really good chunk of XP. So I'm going to go where I need to go, and I think I'll come back here to grind a little bit later, because I think I might need a higher level to take on our boss. Nothing happens. Okay, I do not want the shelf loop. So let's explore around a little bit. That was good that it killed it immediately, because I didn't know if it would ting or not. More of our little dreadlock bad guys. I believe the fire sword is tinging off of this guy. Probably water would kill him. But I'm not really here to, you know, grind so much. What I'm here to do is find out where I can go and what I can do. Yes, as I said, I believe that is tinging, even though I can't hear it. I mean, I can do this, but I'm pretty sure I just saw this doesn't go anywhere. Right? But I'll keep this on, and again, I'm not sure who it's going to ting off of. I think it'll kill this guy. Well, thanks, dude. Okay, you gotta die for that. But no big deal, because I do have recover, and I've got plenty of magic. In fact, I've got enough to where I should heal myself all the way. And let's go ahead and proceed with our water sword, because we're gonna need to make a couple of paths. Did that ting, or did that hurt him? I think it hurt him because he went back a little bit. Or did it ting? Maybe it tinged. Okay. I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. If I can't hurt him, I can't hurt him. It's not a big deal. Bigger deal is getting where we're supposed to be going. Ah, shoot. And, you know, some places, like this one, is a good example of, you know, you have to play the swordsy game. Okay, so it kills that guy. You have to find out what sword kills and what sword doesn't, which is kind of annoying. But the good news is, later on, we've got the third sword, which is the Sword of Water. Not bad. But later on, again, I think that's tinging off of him. But not you. But later on, we're going to... Hang on a second. Okay, good. Magic rings are very, very good. But later on, what's going to happen, or what's going to happen, is we're going to get the better sword, the lightning sword, which is really, really good because it shoots lightning in a very good pattern to hit pretty much everything on the screen. So that's one good thing about it. And the other good thing about it is you don't have to charge it at all. Really, with every single stab, it just shoots stuff out. And on top of that, you know, pretty much everything is vulnerable to it. I believe that that's tinging. Oh, why did I walk right into that? Okay, such is life. We'll just go ahead and not teleport. We will recover that. And just be on our merry way. I don't think there's much here, but maybe a treasure chest or something. Yes. And are you vulnerable? I hope that it's not tinging. Oh, you jerk. I promise you, I'm typically not this, you know, bad at getting hit by those things. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that I'm just tinging off that guy. Dang it! This is not how I want things to go. Did that ting off of him? I think the answer is yes, because I do not seem to be hurting him at all. Fire. And again, I apologize for my blind play, but there's not much I can be doing. This is my new setup for the time being until I get all my technicalities, you know, solved. Iron necklace. I think that just gives you some defense, so that's not terribly exciting to me right now. Okay, so my magic is pretty well gone. I do have like a lysis plant or two, so I'm not really that worried about being paralyzed. Right now, it's just kind of an annoyance. But in either case, let's go ahead and push on. And like I said, I'm so glad to be back playing Crystalis. You know, some of you who have been following my channel for a long time, you know that I have so many things that I want to work on. And believe me, it's not because of lack of love for what I'm doing, it's really a lack of time. And, you know, just being terribly busy. But recently I made some significant upgrades. Oh, that was just dirty. He was about to knock me off anyway. Okay, well, now I know where I'm going. Anyway, I love this game. And that's why I want to see it through to the end. Just like everything that I started that I'm definitely going to see through to the end. You just got to be a bit patient with me, if you would. And it's up to me to actually put my foot on the gas pedal. Which I'm very, very happy to do. But yeah, it was very frustrating because the next boss that we're coming up to, I had beaten like a couple of times. And there we go. A lysis plant just in case we get paralyzed again. And I think I'm good to go. I do have very little magic, but the boss is not terribly hard, so let's keep on going. So we find ourselves in a blasted town, and there's just one normal person, it seems, in it, who happens to be Clark, the Ikari warrior. I came from Joel to check this place out. A woman sorcerer is here. She came from Dragonia and changed all the people here into zombies. Sabera is very clever. Be careful. And he is not joking about that. That is your one big clue to what and who she is. So, okay. So everybody who's out here Yeah, they were just turned into mindless zombies, as they said before. So they're kind of a palette swap for those, you know, snowmen that we saw on the snow peak. They're kind of palette swaps for them, and they look dangerous, but they're really not. They won't hurt you. These ones I definitely know fire tings off of them. So I'm not gonna mess with them so much. Good thing about them is they've got no magic that they shoot. They're just very, very stabby, and if they pin you into a corner, they can really hurt you. But don't get pinned, and it's not that big of a deal. I think there's a mini-boss coming up. Let me just kind of make sure. Oh, these things are rather annoying. They're invisible enemies. All you can see is their shadow, and you can't hurt them. That, even though I can't hear the sound, I know didn't even ting. It just passed through. And the other annoying thing is that they can, you know, they can shoot paralysis at you. Which, again, is just a mild annoyance to us right now, but something I don't want. A Fruit of Power, I think that gives me a little bit of magic. And I think... Let's go back, and I think that over here there'll be a mini-boss. And that might be very hard for me to deal with right now. Oh, shoot. Let me... First of all, heal what I can. And then... Okay. Okay, so coming up here is a boss. It's a mini-boss, but we fought before. But what makes this boss hard is the bats and the annoying way that the boss teleports. It's like the boss just knows where you're gonna be and teleports right into where you're at. So along with the bats, it's very annoying. You gotta get a little bit fortunate, and you have to really cull the bats where you want them to go. And then you have to be okay. Man, that can be annoying. Okay. Can I not get the chest? Oh, you stupid boss. Okay, too many items. Well, what can I get rid of? I can use the Fruit of Power. No, I don't want to drop it. That's all it was, is another Fruit of Power. Let's see here. Well, I can use that same Fruit of Power and just try and cure myself as best I can. Okay. That is about as good as it gets for now. And let's go ahead and press on. Man, that boss. I mean, it doesn't look that hard. I think that I did a pretty decent job. But that boss can be very hard because, as I said, it can just kind of cull you into the wrong spot. And, you know, suddenly it's appearing right where you're supposed to be going. And it can just be a messy, messy situation. Just like this could be. Okay. He's playing somewhat fair. I think there's another item over here. I don't think that this is exactly where we need to go. Okay, but a medical herb sounds pretty good. Something I could make use of. Yeah, these spikes right here, they're not such a big deal. You just gotta keep on jumping, and it's no issue. Ah! That is not what I wanted to do. But you know what, that was probably the safer option. Again, those shadow things could like pin you and kill you pretty easily too. And these butterflies are also no good. Yeah, this whole area right here is just none too pretty, so we're very close to the boss, and I think that we can take the boss down fairly easily. But as Clark warned us, the boss is tricky. So here's Messia. Help, there's a sorcerer in the back of this chamber. And what I'm going to do is just save it so I can show you what things are going to be like. Because we're being tricked. This appears to be Messia. But if we go back here... What? I'm the real Messia. This is a trap. Go away. It's kind of an odd way of speaking it, but okay. So, we got tricked. But it's okay. I knew the trick was coming. I knew that this fake Messia is messing with us. And I think I'm going to use that herb. And I think that Messia is weak to fire. So I think that we're right where we need to be. So, you don't fool us. Take a stab at Rayton. What are you doing? Stop! You're mistaken. Please, stop! No, I think I'm right on the money, sister. Yeah! Excellent. You've finally revealed me. I will enjoy destroying you. I'm Sabera. I'm one of Dragonia's finest four. This will be your doom. And here we go. Sabera's not that hard. Oh, shoot. Oh, my goodness. Well, you know what this means. I'm believing that you're hearing ting, ting, ting. And that's a bit of an issue. I think that all I need is pretty much just one level, so I'm going to go ahead and get that. So hang on for a minute, and I will come back and we will do this boss again. Okay, everyone. I'm back, and this time we are pretty much assured of victory. I've gotten 2 levels. An extra one just for good measure. And honestly, as I said, Sabera is not really that hard. She just kind of caught me off guard because nothing that I could do hurt her. But now we can. And so we're going to do exactly that. So, again, she's a little annoying. That thing that she shoots that goes all over the screen, it's not terribly hard to dodge. I mean, of course, as I say that, I get hit by it. But she's not super hard. You just got to get her in the right position, if you know what I mean. And the thing is, those projectiles actually kind of slow things down, which could work in your favor. So, believe me, not too big of a deal. I just need to not blow it. Which, I've got plenty of resources, I've got magic to help me out, and I won't need it. All I needed, I really could have beat her last time, I just did not have the level. But now I do. As fast as you move, you're gonna get it, Sabera. Just face it. Gotcha! You've won this battle, but Messia is still mine. No! I'll see you in Goa, our main fortress. Ha ha ha! I cannot wait to be in Goa. Because you know what's in Goa? That awesome sword. Sabera left a treasure chest. And now we have the broken statue, and we're going to see what we can do with that. It has been my pleasure to come back. It is so fun to play this game and to share it with you. I appreciate you coming here, being here with me to share this adventure, and we will continue next time. Mite kurite, arigatou gozaimasu, sayonara.